Hi everyone, welcome to Craft Addict K. I'm Carla.
And I'm Sam.
And we are coming at you from Western Pennsylvania. Today is August 30th. It is Friday. Hopefully we will be able to edit and get this loaded today. We're excited because it's Friday.
Yes.
And we're rolling into our Labor Day weekend and we have some great plans. We're going to go visit my daughter, my middle daughter, who's in West Virginia, and do a stitchy day with her tomorrow. And so we're looking forward to that. Wanted to say, first of all, thank you for all of our subscribers that continue to come back and watch us every week. I know it's been about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks since our last video, and that's because Samantha started school and homework interferes with videotapings.
And sleep, because I get tired.
Yeah, sleep's definitely highly rated, right? So thank you for everybody that sent messages and said, is everything okay? I missed your video on Wednesday because that's usually our day that we videotape. But didn't happen this week. So, we want to say thank you for all of our new folks that have just found us. Welcome. We hope that you will stick around and subscribe and like our videos. We have a current goal to reach 400 subscribers for a very fun giveaway, and we'll talk more about that at the end of our video. We also wanted to just give a shout out to our friends in Florida. We know that there's some drastic weather changes about to happen with a hurricane en route, and you're kind of in the eye of the storm. So we want you to be safe, take all the precautions, and know that our thoughts are with you. And if you ever want to come to Pennsylvania, we don't get hurricanes. We get snowstorms.
We get rain.
We get rain, and we get snowstorms. So without further ado, most of our video is based on cross stitch. We talk about hobbies that we do. Primarily, right now, it is cross stitch. And a little bit of sprinkling of life events as they happen or we want to share. So, and we like to kick things off with
Sam segment.
She's really motivated. It's Friday. All right, Samantha, go for it.
Okay, what did I do? Let's see. I've been working on my National Honor Society project. I have to get the slideshow for presentation done so I can present it next week. So I'm gonna have a very busy week next week with tests and studying and all that stuff. There's that. Then should I bring up the cookbook?
Sure.
Okay. I have a cookbook. It's my cookbook. Has recipes on it. I don't remember if it was a birthday gift or a Christmas gift because they're like right next to each other. I have all my delicious recipes in there, including a lot of chicken, a lot of baking stuff, and
so you can kind of see she's got little cards.
Yeah, put the ingredients on the front and like the steps on the back. Cause they're like little flashcards. I think it's really cute. But anyway,
this is something she's had. Actually, I have 3 daughters, and all 3 of them, at the age of about 15, 16.
Possibly.
I made it a point to get them each their own recipe book. I have a family traditions recipe book that when I was in the military I started, and every place we were stationed we always had friends or people that had different recipes or different meals, and so we always were sharing. It was something common that I did when I was in the military with other women and men too.
Words?
Yeah, words. And that has stayed with me over 20 years. So it has grown. And even now, whenever we do a recipe, something we haven't done before, if it's a hit, it makes it to the family recipe book. Well, I decided that my daughters are going to be moving out on their own once they graduate high school. So what an opportunity for them to start kind of building their own recipe books. So they each have their own. It is all kind of geared towards their style at the time. Samantha, you can see Mickey Mouse, and she has the different cards.
Couple recipes off of some packaging.
So yeah, some recipes that she must have liked that she snuck in here that hasn't made it to a card yet.
Probably spinach
from a cream
dip.
cheese recipe box.
3 recipes.
It is for spinach dip.
They always got spinach dip on there.
Spinach dip and spiced pumpkin cheesecake.
I need both of them. They both sound good.
And
my friend Ronnie, hi Ronnie, gave me a recipe for zucchini bread, and it will make its way into my book, along with a lot of other recipes from the main recipe book that I have pictures of that are stashed away to get written in eventually.
So when she moves out, she'll be able to cook something.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ronnie actually she got surprised, and we were talking in a previous episode that she had made banana and nut bread. And
it was really good, and we have more bananas.
Yep, and Ronnie shared with her his zucchini recipe, and I don't even have a recipe for zucchini bread because it's not something that I have made before. So
maybe
yeah.
Rachel must.
Rachel has, but I haven't. Okay. What else? Do you need to check your notes?
I might. Oh yeah, me and her watched The Lion King.
Her and I.
I almost said my language was off. We watched The Lion King. It was interesting.
The movie? Yes, the movie Lion King.
The movie Lion King. It was interesting. I kind of liked it.
Yeah, it was interesting. Follows right along with the book. Knew all the songs. I think what I found was interesting about The Lion King on the movie, because it wasn't a cartoon version, was I just kept thinking of all the technology involved in making the animals do what they were doing, because it was obvious, like they tried to portray them as real animals, and I'm sure at some portions and body language and movement and such is, but we know that they weren't singing Hakuna Matata for real. So it just is amazing, the technology and things that they're able to do. So that's the part that I liked about it. So
it was interesting.
It's interesting. Anything else?
Mufasa and Simba look really cool.
All right. So we do want to give a couple shout outs. We are really behind, and I apologize. We are very behind on our Flosstube, and that's Virtual Stitcher's fault, because we've been watching in the virtual stitching room a lot this week after work and stitching with other people that are stitching. So we've kind of not been able to get caught up on our Flosstube videos, but a couple that I do want to shout out is Jen Lee, 24 Hours of Cross Stitch. I saw her most recent video, and she enabled me. And I will share that enablement later on in this video, how she enabled me. And I'm really glad she did, because it was a really good enabling. Stitching Jules, if you haven't met her or haven't found her yet, we will put links below, but you definitely want to check out Stitching Jules. She does a lot of full coverage pieces. Her husband and her have a bee farm. She's a veterinarian. So sometimes she talks about the animals. I think she has a lot of dogs. She has some birds. She has a hamster,
a new hamster,
and she does a lot of full coverage pieces. But very energetic. I really enjoy her videos, and lately she's doing kind of a vlog style, and she's out walking and working on getting a healthier, lifestyle. So kudos to her. So I definitely give her a shout out. And StitchNButton. StitchNButton is a new find for us. Actually, we met. You would see her on Sunshine Stitchers. She's been a guest at Sunshine Stitchers. Her name's Vicky. We call her Vicky Bean on Virtual Stitchers. And we were on one night talking, and through the conversation realized that she does sell like zipper pulls and needle minders and frog earring stuff. And she had a YouTube channel. So started watching her YouTube channels as well. She's one of my friends down in Florida that I hope is safe. She's the red dot above the lake, she says, where she's at, almost central. So I want to give her a shout out. And by the way, I love her box on her last episode that a friend got her that says, "I can't even." That is awesome. So I love the box. Thanks, Vicky, for sharing. And thanks, Jen. And thanks, Jules, for sharing. So those are the three I wanted to shout out. Do you have anybody? You've been watching those with me, so we kind of talked before we started the video to see, who stood out to us this week, or who do we felt we watched and enjoyed this week. So those were the three that rose to the top for us. So we'll try to get caught up on some of our videos. There's a lot of new ones I want to check out. I've learned about a lot of them through virtual stitchers. There are a lot of us that are on there that have videos. So I'm definitely, I've got a list of ones that I want to try and check out. Hopefully we'll get to them this weekend. Stitching in the wild.
I don't think we did the
Well,
if you count Zoom, we did Stitch in the Wild in our sewing room.
but that's not really.
But besides that, no.
We kind of, our premise of stitching in the wild would be anytime we were stitching outside of our actual home base.
Yeah.
Agreed?
Yeah.
Okay. So with school, with everything going on, and the movies, and while I was sitting watching the previews of the movies, I thought, boy, I wish I had my stitching with me. I don't know why I didn't bring it. We have not had any outside of our home base. So we have done virtual stitching online with other stitchers, but we haven't really left our home base to do any stitching. Tomorrow is Saturday, and we are going to West Virginia.
And we will be stitching in the wild.
We will be stitching in the wild. My husband is going to drive us. I'm going to stitch on the way there. My daughter, the middle daughter, her name's Rachel, is very interested. She has finished her first kit. I say kit, my Aida kit that I had given her that was a pretty easy.
All backstitch.
It was not a backstitch, but it was like I can't even think of like it was like an outline around a person. I can't think of what, like
It's a chakra.
What?
Chakra?
Chakra?
Chakra.
What's chakra?
It's like energy or something. Energy or something.
Energy.
Yeah? Energy.
Energy.
Or like auras.
Oh yeah, the auras. Anyway, when we're there, I'll try and take a picture of it and see if we can post it on our next video so we all know what chakra looks like. But she has expressed some interest and she wants to stitch some other things. So she also felt very left out because she started watching our videos, although she usually doesn't get through all of them.
But she got through a couple.
She got through a couple. And she was very, and she, you know, when the child moves out, kind of like the one that's left at home gets spoiled and gets the extra stuff. When you go shopping, you always buy an extra one. Well, she says, where's my bag? How come I don't have a Gateron bag? How come I don't have a needle minder? I want to stitch some. How come I can't go on those retreats with you? So we're going to help our poor little girl out this weekend, and we are taking her a little care package with a couple simple patterns, some even weave fabric, some floss to try and give her something that she can do and be excited. And we got her very own Gateron bag, but shh, don't tell her. It's a surprise.
Maybe she makes it this far into the video.
Yeah, I don't know if she'll make it this far in the video. So that's where we'll be going for Stitching in the Wild. So we're going to move right along to whips. If that's okay with you guys. I mean, it's your visit too. So we're ready for whips. You ready for whips?
Whenever you are.
All right, Samantha, show us what you worked on since our last video.
Okay.
We're clapping.
I started this.
What is that?
Good question. It is the start to the Stiach in 2019. I gridded it myself with some green sulky metallic stuff.
Threads.
That's the word I was looking for. And I did not catch up to the first pattern. And because there's a lot of blended threads in this. Like, I haven't reached a solid color besides like that pink yet part. Anyway.
So Samantha's stitching that in hand.
Yes, that's why it's rolled up.
I tried to stitch it and, well, look. This is what we figured out. Carla doesn't follow directions because I basically have to frog everything out except for the blue and the pink because I looked at the symbol, stitched the symbol, didn't pay attention that there was like an asterisk sign, which meant you needed to go to the bottom list of what was blended.
It was a recipe.
So it had like a list of all the colors on the top, and then on the underneath that was the actual, like, what that symbol meant that you were supposed to stitch. So needless to say, that's as far as I got. I'm going to be ripping out. I don't know. I might wait until they're all out and decide if I want to stitch it or not. I did grid. I gotta say, I like gridding on Aida better than gridding on linen.
True.
And that's just probably my comfort level, but gridding on this was a lot easier. I got it done in a night. I was ready to go. So, okay. Sorry, I tagged on to that because we were both working on the same thing.
It's
So
fine. Let's see. I worked on my Haid. Gotta make sure. It's not a lot of work. It's just, I did that little, these like 3 squares. I worked on that at some point during the virtual stitches. I was like, I'm tired, but I'm going to stitch with you guys.
she's going to put a picture in here of what the pattern is, and she's also going to put a picture in here of where she was last time.
Yes, I will.
And I say she because she does all the editing after we video.
I do. And a little bit of non-cross stitch related progress. I stitched some of these together. It is for my hexie flag that I'm working on.
And what is that?
English paper piecing?
Yes.
Yeah. And it's going to be the American flag. There's 5 of them, and it's like this is part of the stripe. And I'm making a whole bunch of these and sewing them together, so it would be a stripe.
Do you have the pattern, or do you have this? I know it's the pattern that I made up, but
yeah, it is the pattern that you started, and then it's another Haid basically.
yeah, well,
no, but I'll take a picture.
We'll take a picture of like what it's supposed. Well, not even what it's supposed to look like, but what she has done so far.
Yeah.
Because she has, like, we call it the mothership.
I call it the Big Mama. That's what I call it. I don't know why. I call it that. It makes sense to me. It hides in my closet until I get most of the other stuff sewn together into little bigger Big Mamas.
So we'll take a picture of Big Mama, and we'll insert that here.
Yeah.
Eventually, what this will be a blanket
Big flag
that will go on her bed or a bed.
It might be decoration by the time I'm done.
Might be decoration. Okay. What else? Do you have any other whips?
That's all my whips. I didn't sew a lot this week.
I sewed a lot this week, so bear with me. I already showed you my stitch. A lot of this was because of Magical Stitches homework assignment. I had to do so many stitches on my 11th whip. My 11th whip was the light keeper, and so this is the light keeper. How much I got done on that, and we'll put in where I was previous and what this will look like. We will enter pictures also beside here. So I also, one of the challenges for that same homework assignment was something not in pink. And for that, I stitched on my stir with the big girls. And if you could see, I got 2 witches and a cauldron. The only thing left is the words, and it says, if you can't stir with the big girls, stay out of my cauldron, I believe.
Step away from school.
Yeah, something like that. We will put it over here. And also, if you notice, this is a needle minder. It is a Tim Burton Jack is on there. And this is one of StitchNButton's designs. If you can see.
A little mini haul right
It
now.
has a little mini haul. Sorry, I just got this one, but it's got a little, if you can see, try and show you.
It's a needle.
It has a needle on it. It's connected to a chain so you don't lose it. And the chain actually will wrap around and it hooks
show that action, Mom.
to the needle on the back. So it stays out of your way. It hooks up to the magnet. So it keeps the chain out of the way. Keeps the chain out of the way, and it also acts as a needle minder. But if you are somebody that loses their frogger all the time, which I do, this is perfect for me. And look, it just stick that on there, and these all kind of gather up. It doesn't get tangled up. It works really well. So that's one of, so that was doing, I think I had to do 200 or 300 stitches, not in pink.
Yeah.
To celebrate Professor, was it Umbridge?
I don't
I
know.
don't remember.
I haven't done the homework.
Somebody
in the
to
past 2
leave.
weeks.
Somebody left. I just like doing the challenges. I don't really. Sorry, Magical Stitches folks. I just really like the challenges. The other homework was you had to do so many stitches because the twins did a
Prank.
A prank
On
that
the
resulted
fifth-
in a swamp on the 5th floor.
Yeah.
And the only way that they could control it was by putting in a fence. So, sorry, I know this is big. I put in my house down here. This is my Halloween Quaker. So I did a lot of work on this, and I still have a lot to go. It goes over to here, so I have this whole big section. But we'll put in a picture of what it should look like and where I was and where I am now.
And you also finished up the spider faces.
I did. I finished the spider faces. I put the houses and the trees in. I still have this house here to go. Some fill-in work along with the doors and some of the windows here, but and some more birds along here. But it's coming along nicely. I'm really excited to get it done. I know Memory's excited for me to get it done because I told her I would share my pattern with her when I was done. So that was homework. I also am involved in Gary from Sunshine Stitchers has an Autumn Quaker Sow, and I am involved in that one. I don't know, he's going to do a winter Quaker Sow. Some people have kind of nudged him in that direction. So they did announce a winter Quaker Sow that's going to start in December. Don't quote me. I want to say December 15th, but I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to look. I don't know if I'm going to do the winter Quaker sow because I think it's going to take me a long time to get this sow done. I am having fun with it though. So this is where I am at. This is the Autumn Quaker sow, and I added this. I also added the acorns up here since the last time. So I am enjoying stitching on this, and you know, if I was smart, this is a Picture This Plus Doubloon fabric 28 count. I don't think I told you what the other fabrics were on this time around, so I will try to put it in the description. And this is stitched with a Valdani thread. I did get the thread pack. It's in my That's So Kelly container, you can see. But I did get the Valdani thread pack, and you just take it off the thread. There's like 3 strands, and I've been stitching at 3 strands as it comes off the little spools. So, and that's in my That's So Kelly bag. Boy, that's all my whips.
Is that all your whips?
I think that's all my whips. I have some finishes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'll show you this finish. And then this one is going away for a little bit because I finally got this block done.
Oh, come on.
This is Shores of Hawk Run Hollow. It's on 28 count ale from Picture This Plus. And this is the block I finished. It says, in memory of Carmen Garcia, anchored in the Haven of Rest, May 21st, 2007. That is my mother-in-law that has passed away, and I changed the block there to indicate her information. She's from Puerto Rico, and this piece in general is really based around the water, hence Shores of Hawk Run Hollow, and it just reminds me of her. So I did that and finished that block last night while I was on with Virtual Stitcher. So, and this was for this week's homework for School Magical Stitches. We had to do 500. Well, first of all, we had to pick 5 whips
that we wanted to stitch on.
That we wanted to
for
stitch
a large
on.
amount.
5 or 4?
5.
5 whips that we wanted to stitch on.
Yeah.
And we had to list those whips, and we had to number 1 through 5. Sure, it's 5.
I'm telling you, it's
Okay.
5.
It might be 5. I thought it was 4.
It's not 4. It's 5.
Oh, you're right. I think she's right.
You
So,
doubt me so
I won't
much.
doubt her, but I did 500 stitches. My house got number 2 when they did the Tiny Decision app for each individual house to what number whip you needed to work on. Mine was number 2, and that was my Shores of Hawk Run Hollow piece, so I did 500 stitches on it. Then at that point, I was so close to just having the block finished. I just said, let's just push on. I finished stitching on it last night and finished the block.
Man, if you stopped stitching and you were that close to finishing the block,
I
I'd be
was
mad.
I was really close. So I just said I'm just going to finish the block. The other one of mine was the Autumn Quaker was one of my 5 that was on my list. And it was to do, if I could get extra credit by doing 200 stitches on the autumn, on my other 4 whips. So I have Autumn Quaker, which is done. I've done my stitches on it. Not that it's done, but that stitching homework is done.
Yeah.
I need to do Seize the Day from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. I need to do 200 stitches on Halloween Quaker. I think it's only 4.
It is 5 projects.
We'll see. I think it's 4.
It is 5. I can bet money on it.
She's betting money. I'm pulling out my homework book. I have a book that I track all of our homework.
See?
Hey,
5.
it's 5.
I'm telling you, you doubt me too much.
When you check your homework, apparently I have to do 200 stitches on my new one as well, called the Anniversary, that my friend Cindy got me. I showed before. I haven't done any stitches on that. That's going to travel with me tomorrow.
You got 600 stitches in to get in 2 days.
I got 600 stitches in to get in before tomorrow at midnight.
Woo!
Because we start a new year, new homework on September 1st, which is Sunday, New Year, for the School Magical Stitches. So, yay. Okay, so she's right. It's 5.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I stand corrected. I am a big enough person to admit when I'm wrong. Doesn't happen very often, though. Just saying. Okay. So, I have another finish. I forgot. I have.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I never got to see that finish. I fell asleep early that
This
night.
is 2006 Prairie Schooler Santa. And if Sherry, you're watching this, look at that sewing machine.
That treadle.
That treadle sewing machine. Purposely picked this up just because I thought of my sister. I don't know if she will get it because
Spent so much time stitching on that.
She might not get this. I liked it. It is on a mystery opalescent fabric, which was a gift for me from my friend Martha. When I first started stitching, Martha sent me some pieces of material to try. I never stitched on linen, never stitched on even weave, didn't even know what any of those things were. So she did send me a bunch of samples that I have been able to stitch on. I put this one up and down. This, you can tell, was one of my earlier stitches because I didn't know that I didn't think, not that I didn't know, I just didn't think about how to finish it and spacing, and that you need so much. And I never understood why stitchers would put something in the middle of this big, beautiful fabric, and they would stitch it in the middle. And what about all that fabric that was around it? To me, I thought that was a waste.
Yeah.
Well, now I know. You need that, 2.5, 3 inches around it to be able to frame it, to be able to do all the things to finish it. So I will come up with something with this. It will probably be a quilt similar to the bikes. Maybe I'll do some Christmas fabric around it. I might make it into a
tutorial video on it.
Oh, my tutorial on how to do. I might do that, but I think there's enough over here that I could potentially put another small Christmas pattern here. I just haven't decided which I would want to do. So I don't want to cut it until I figure out what I'm going to do over here, because I might need that extra fabric to help me make it work. So anyways, hope you like it.
It'd be cool if you put a large Santa on there that's facing the other direction.
Well, I thought about it, and I could maybe do that. That's a good idea, Samantha, actually. Then make it one big piece.
Maybe put a Rudolph or something.
Oh, now she thinks I'm inventive. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. But so that was my finish. Okay, so that's 2 finishes. So that means I get to have 2 starts, right?
Yeah. When are you gonna start that other hay you got?
Yeah. Well, let's not talk about that. Okay. That's all of my finishes. Okay. So I want to talk about some random acts of kindness.
Okay, so I was wondering what that meant. Like,
yeah, she's like, what's rack? I keep looking down because I have my StitchCon notebook, and Samantha and I
You almost
take
broke the spine of it.
take our notes and all of the videos, and sometimes I keep this next to me, and as I think of things, or if I see a floss tube or somebody that I want to mention, I try and keep track, because by the time we video, is usually after work, we're running 100 miles a minute, I forget, and then we sit here and go, so.
I forgot to add that.
Yeah, and then afterwards we're like, oh, dang, we meant to mention this one and didn't. So we kind of we're trying to keep notes. So random acts of kindness, and actually, I gotta say, this has never happened to Samantha and I, so,
Words
are hard. I had a viewer, somebody that is subscribed to us, and we had dialogue and talked, and I consider her a friend. She's from Honolulu, Hawaii, and she sent me an email, and she asked if she could send Samantha and I something from Hawaii, and I said, oh my goodness, I'd be so honored. Of course, it's someplace I've never been. I thought how great that would be, not expecting like
all that we got.
All that she sent. I gotta tell you, wow. Let me just go into this. First of all, so I did ask if I could say her name, and I can. She said, oh, that's entirely up to you. So Serena Gomez, oh my gosh, Serena Gonzalez, thank you. Thank you so much. This is just way above and beyond. I don't know how to ever repay you, but we are working on something to send from us to you in Honolulu. So, and we're taking special requests. If there's something you really need that you can't get anywhere but in the States, let me know. But we're trying to put a little something together for you. So, I got to show you, because I think to not show you would be a disservice. Because... Okay, so we always talk about Samantha and her tea.
Addiction. Tea addiction.
I gotta say, we have already delved in.
Yeah.
So she sent Samantha a box of chai tea. So
it is good.
And she's, Mom, that tea is so good. So yeah, Samantha loves the tea.
I do.
She sent me, and this is probably the only thing that has survived so far, but that is only by happenstance, because it's getting opened after this video. She sent me 2 packs of Hawaiian coffee, macadamia brittle, and this is vanilla macadamia. Oh my goodness. I told the girls at work, I said, I have this really good friend from Hawaii, and she sent me a care package. And the one lady said, tell me she did not send you coffee from Hawaii. I said, yeah, she sent me 2 packs of coffee from Hawaii. She goes, oh, can you share it with us? I said,
no.
I don't know. After that reaction, if I want to share it, I might need to keep it for me. But, so she has a friend that sent her Hawaiian coffee, and she says it's really delicious. So I'm really looking forward to that. She sent us some goodie packs, and I got to tell you,
the second the box was opened,
Samantha was snagging them. They're little macadamia packs, and there's honey roasted macadamias. This one's a Maui onion garlic macadamias, dry roasted macadamias. And oops, I dropped one. There was chocolate covered. They're gone. Sorry.
I ate the first one I opened. The first one I opened was a dry macadamia or whatever that was. I forget the name of it. And it tasted like white cheddar or something, like on the macadamia.
It was good, huh?
It was good. It was different. I've never had that before. It was
listen,
experience.
And I'm going to tell you, there was more than those couple of packs. Those are just a couple of packs I was able to hide away, so we had something to show in our video. She also sent us...
those are...
Guys, look. Island... Look.
Island
look, can you see that?
Chocolate?
Island Max chocolate lovers covered macadamias. Can you see that?
Can you see that?
Okay, she sent us that. She sent us
milk
chocolate covered Maui
nuts.
Mauna Loa. Is that how you say that?
Macadamia.
I know, but it says Mauna
Loa.
I don't know what that says.
No.
I don't.
No.
Look, this is my favorite. Maui caramels. And I am telling you, that was so good.
Can I just tell you?
I gotta tell you, sorry.
There's either nothing in there or there's one in there.
They're gone. They're gone. Sorry. Not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry,
They're
not
delicious.
sorry, because, oh my goodness. Serena, you can send me anything or what you ever want. Those were delicious.
Are they all gone?
They're-
Every single box?
They're gone. Yeah, they're gone. Oh,
I thought there was one left in like all of them.
No, they're gone. They're empty. But they were really good. Really, really good. And that's not all. Not only that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She sent
Don't know what's going on with that.
a needle
shiny
minder.
hair.
Look at this needle minder. It's a little doggy. See?
But wait.
Beautiful. Wait a minute.
There's more.
And she sent a scissor fob. Can you see that? And it has my initials. Don't know if you can see that. Has my initials, the K down here that she made. And how beautiful was that? Oh my goodness. That's what she made for me.
That's all.
Okay.
I got a cat. I got a cat needle minder. I think it's
Can you
cute.
see it?
I think it's cute.
Yeah, she's like, check that out. Okay.
And then, gotta make sure I got this face in the right direction. Maybe, maybe not.
There.
There's my scissor fob, ready in action.
Can
I'm
you see
surprised at how light it is, though. But it's nice. I like it that way.
She attached it to her pink scissors.
Yeah.
Her purple with her S. And she's got an S on the bottom of hers. Beautiful.
I love it.
It's beautiful. So, thank you, Serena, so much. I mean, it's not what I was not expecting anything like that. So.
No, I was not.
And we did and truly enjoyed the chocolate. I might have put on some pounds, but we won't talk about that. But it was good. Okay, so that's our random act of kindness, I think, for the week.
For like the week and a half.
Kind of, for the week and a half. But yes, definitely something wasn't expected, but so thank you. Thank you very much. Okay.
Thanks.
All right. So we're going to move on to haul. Now, we have haul, you all. We have haul. We always say that we have haul, y'all. So I got to say this, premise this first with.
We have haul, y'all.
This is 2 weeks. And some of these are gifts. Some of these are for giveaways. Some of these are gifts for friends and family. And some of these are just because I really liked them and I couldn't say no.
Haul?
That is all haul.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, Samantha, you do haul first.
Okay. I was gifted by my lovely mother. Thank you. My Star Wars Gayron bag. I love it.
I think that's the 12 by 13, I think.
Probably.
Yeah, I think that's the 12 by 13 bag.
I love it. The white in it glows in the dark. There's fire on the inside. In our family, we're like all each assigned a character, except for Mom, because she doesn't do Star Wars, sadly.
I know, right?
My dad is Darth Vader. I'm Yoda because I'm short and smart. I know, it's true.
Oh my goodness.
My sister's Chewbacca because her hair is wild. And yeah, I love R2-D2.
And so if you look at her bag, all the pumpkins have little Yodas in the pumpkins. Can you see that?
Darth Vader's a skeleton with his little lightsaber.
His little... What's a... Yeah, his lightsaber, but yeah, look at... And the R2-D2 glows in the dark? Or
It's a ghost.
Yeah, so
There's
beautiful
bats.
fabric, beautiful job. As always, they do beautiful work. Okay, what else did you get?
I got a couple needle minders, also gifted by my mom.
I'm such a giving one.
It's by StitchNButton. I got my little Jack. I think he's adorable. He's on my Haid. Well, was on my Haid, but will be back on my Haid after this video. Because I put my Jack, the skeleton Gayron bag, I put my Haid inside that bag. Because I love it so much.
And these are by StitchNButton. So here's
Yeah.
her information. And we will put her linked below.
And then I also got a Yoda guitar pick needle minder. Also by StitchNButton, which I think is cool. I love it.
Okay.
Love it. Yoda is... I'm Yoda.
Okay.
Then, also, I got a zipper pull. That's what it's called?
It's called a zipper pull. Here you go. You can put that underneath it so you can see it.
It's on my bee bag that has my little bird that has yet to been shown by the public.
And it has a bee on it.
Has a bee on it, and it has a little jar that says honey. I think it's cute.
Okay.
And I think that's it. Pretty sure.
All right. Well, I was busy.
I have haul this week. That was that. Wow.
Yeah, I know you were excited to get haul. So I was a little busy myself. I got this as a gift from my daughter. I called her and I said, "Are you sparkly or are you patriotic?" And she said, "I don't know. What do you mean?" And I said, "Well, is Rachel described as sparkly or is Rachel described as patriotic?" This is my daughter
Were you
that is
talking to
also.
Rachel?
Yes, I was. I was
Okay,
talking to her.
I wasn't sure if you were talking to her
Because
in the
I couldn't
third
decide
person.
which one to give her. And
I said
so,
just to ask her. Sorry.
No, I didn't tell her what it was. I
What
wanted
did
to
you say?
surprise her. And so she had to consult with her boyfriend and said, "Am I sparkly or am I patriotic?" And he said, "You are most definitely sparkly."
Really?
Yeah.
I feel
So,
like it'd be patriotic.
so I know. So I am giving her tomorrow this needle minder that says, "Don't let anyone ever dull your sparkle." So I'm giving her that. And I couldn't find a Chewbacca needle minder, but I found her a Stormtrooper.
You got
So,
it right.
I know, I've been practicing. So I'm going to give her a Stormtrooper tomorrow. So that's for her. I didn't open this. I'm not going to open this because it's a gift for her. But I did get her a Gayron bag. And this is, she likes anchors and ships and I don't know.
That's
the
like the
girl's
theme
in
of
the
her house.
National Guard. She's like in the Army National Guard. So
There's some puffins, some
yeah,
anchors.
but she's all
sea
into like
stars.
sea stuff. I stitched a while ago. You probably saw my welcome anchor I stitched for her.
She has
I
a
got
tattoo of a ship.
She does, and I have the barefoot stitchers barefoot needle arts pattern for Naughty,
Yes.
which is a ship's
Huge
wheel and a
anchor.
big anchor. So I got that I was going to stitch for her. If I teach her how to do it, maybe she'll stitch it for herself. I don't
You got to wait a little bit for her to get
but I
inspired.
like that, so that's for her. But I'll be giving that to her tomorrow with some more little things to go along with it. So here is Miss Patriotic that she passed up on because she didn't know she was getting it. Since she's not patriotic, I definitely am. I did 8 years in the Army, so definitely like patriotic items. And this is Jack
And Sally.
and Sally. And this is a needle minder that will probably be gifted at some point. I also have
I love how come you have them on the same card.
they're from StitchNButtons. And I showed her card, but I have Bad Alice. So if you're looking for that, you can get
I
that
think
from
it looks
StitchNButtons.
so
I thought it looked really neat.
It looked nice.
And I also got the cat.
The Cheshire
The
Cat.
Cheshire Cat. If you can see, that one's a little smaller, but I got that one as well from StitchNButtons. I did, once as we were talking, I was shopping, so gotta say. She does have an Etsy shop, and I'll put all of her information below, so if you're interested, she has other items. You saw already my Jack. Well, here's my Sally. Same thing.
Little Frogger needle thing.
Yeah, so it's the same. So if you can see that Sally, and it's got little stars down here. She also put stars on here, trying to point in a little needle in the long chain, which is really cool. Because I work on a lot of big projects, so that is going to come in handy because I always lose my stinking Frogger.
I thought you were going to say you always mess up.
And I've lost, no, I don't always mess up, but I do like to have it sometimes. So, and I picked up a frogger from her as well because
A frogger.
a frogger. This is a little frog and little green gems and the needle, and that is to help, like if you made wrong stitches, you need to pick your stitches out. It's a little bit bigger of a needle, so you don't damage the fabric underneath, and you can kind of get in and kind of pull your stitches out. So that's what that is for. I've had 3 or 4 that are just needles and I lose them. I had a dang nabbit. What is that called?
What are you?
A nabbit.
Snag nabbit.
Snag nabbit. Thank you, Samantha.
I find your words when you
snag
lose them.
nabbit. I'm glad somebody finds them around here. And I've lost them. They're like $5 and I've lost them. So I'm hoping that this will
stay in your line of sight.
will stay so I don't lose it. And I'll probably put it in a travel bag because I'm thinking that's where I lost my other ones. So I'll probably put that in a travel bag. But I also hope that it won't be needed. I also picked up zipper pulls. I have the B. If you saw our last video, you saw that Cindy and my mom have made me a lot of project bags, and I do utilize them. So I saw these zipper pulls, and I thought they were really cute. I thought, that's going to go. This one is a little chicken. But I thought that's going to go really good in those bags that I have now. And I have, this one is see if I can get these on the card. Sorry.
Jack-o'-lantern.
And I'll put pictures at the end. The jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. This one is a little farmhouse or barn for the farm. I don't know if you can see these because they are
Tiny.
trying to get them as close as I can, but I will take pictures at the very end.
I really like that one.
This one is a little fish, and I thought the closure was interesting because I do fish, and it looks like it's like a fishing hook swivel set, like when you hook your line if you're a fisherman. It's got a little fish on it. And then I got 2 snowmen for project bags, zipper pulls. So again, I'll take pictures of these, I promise, and we'll tack them on the end so that you can actually see them because they're beautiful. She does beautiful work, and again, that's from StitchNButton. So give her a check out, give her a shout.
Okay.
And actually, we are doing our 400 subscriber giveaway, and I did put one of her zipper pulls, the B, to go with the B bag that we're going to be giving away when we reach 400 subscribers. When I checked, we were at 363, so we're getting close to 400, so please make sure to share us. This is the bag, and we're also going to be giving away hands-on design, more chocolate bunnies pattern. It was something that I won, and I'm passing the stash on to somebody else that would like to use it as well. And we'll put Vicky's card in here to go so that you know where this zipper pull came from too as well. So matter of fact, I'll do that right now so I don't forget. So that will be for our 400 subscriber giveaway. Once we reach the 400 subscribers, we'll do a video to tell people what to do, and then we'll do our giveaway at that time. Okay, so
the haul goes on.
The haul goes on. Sorry. Ronnie posted these, and I said, oh, I gotta have that. I'm a nurse. I can't not have it. So I'm a nurse. So the 12 by 13 bags I really like, and they come with a little card that you can put your project on it. And this is Gayron bags, but you can put your project name, designer, your start date. But this is Velcro closed so that, you can see the inside of the bag. There's lots of room in there. I really like this, especially on my active projects that I keep close by. Or if there's something specific with a specific theme that falls in line with the bags, then I automatically will put that project in there because my other ones don't really follow a theme. With Gayron bags, they typically have a theme that goes with them. Like the Stitch I have in my pink flamingo bag right now because to me that's my traveling around, and with Stitch you're always out running around doing something. So that's how I relate it. I will have something in here. I just haven't come up with the pattern for this yet, but it is coming. It might be my turkey. If you see my turkey,
We got it from Keepsakes or something.
Yeah, I got this I think I did get this at Keepsakes.
Yeah. It says the tag right there.
Keepsakes tag right on it. It is Gobble Till You Wobble.
I thought it was so funny whenever I saw it.
I
was
really
like, Mom,
like
look at that.
I don't have it kitted up yet. I just have the pattern, and I have the pattern up here. I don't know if you see this up here, but this is my, hey, kit it sooner rather than later. If I pass by the holiday, it'll probably go down and I'll put something else. But if I'm looking for a start, that's usually where I look at if I want to kit something up for now. So there's that. And the reason why I'm relating the turkey to that is because as a nurse, always on the holidays, we have an influx in people with heart failure that have ate like ham at Easter and they're retaining fluids and it makes it harder for them. Or it's usually food related that causes some issues for some people that usually increases hospital stays, unfortunately. So,
is that what you think about when you think of turkey?
It's not what I think about when I think of turkey, but when I think of holidays, you know, I've been a nurse close to over 30 years. So you see trends. It's like when the full moon is going on. Wow. That's all I can say is there is some value to that. That when there's a full moon, it's really crazy. Anywhere you're at, it's crazy. So
got werewolves.
Oh, werewolf crazy. I also got this from Gayron, another bag. This is, I had sent him a message a while ago. Love Ronnie. It was a long time ago. Because I said, do you have any fabric for gnomes? Because I do have some gnome patterns. And
he was like, what's a gnome?
Yeah. Ronnie didn't know what a gnome was. I said, what do you mean? I said, it's the little men that are in the yard garden. I said, I don't want an ugly one. I only want like the cute ones because some of those gnomes are scary. Yeah. So I sent him a picture of my gnome needle minder, and that has been on projects. Oh, here's one right here.
Yeah, it's like there's one back there.
My gnome needle minder. Let's see.
I think you had one on one of your projects earlier.
There you go. If you can see him. See my little guy?
We like the cutesy gnome.
I like the cutesy gnome. So there's my gnome needle minder. Okay. So I sent him a picture of that to explain to him what a gnome was. So he sent Gary on a mission, and in his mission, he found me a bag with gnomes. Look at the gnomes.
The bunny and the little carrot garden is so cute.
Now this one is a larger bag. You can see this is a 12 by 18. So you can see the difference. I'm going to hold them both up. You can see the difference. The nurses are 12 by 13. This one is a 12 by 18. This is perfect for an 11 by 11 Q-snap. But if you're somebody that does like the 8 by 11 or the long 17-inch Q-snap long, you know, the long ones, it would fit in here. I don't have a lot of the long ones, but I do have some. I do have one 17-inch Q-snap, and I do have some scroll rods that this works perfectly for. So there's that, and the inside. Look at this. How cute is that? Can you see that? Look at those little gnomes. So cute. So, really liking that, by the way. And I am also in Ronnie's, the Gay Run
Bag of the month.
Yes, thank you. I'm in the bag of the month, and just today, we got our bag for August, or it's September. We get invoices at the end of August, like the 28th. I want to say the 28th of August, and I already got this. So, I think it was the 28th of August.
It would have to be the September one then, because they wouldn't give it to you at the end of the month.
Right. So, because they want you to have it so you can use it for the whole month. Hello.
I'm so smart. That's why I'm Yoda.
I'm telling you, my Yoda's coming through. So, this would be our, and spoiler alert, if you're in the Bag of the Month Club, don't look. But this is the bag. It's a 12 by 18 bag. It is all about traveling, if you can see.
Dear friends.
It's got mailboxes and postage stamps and the Statue of Liberty, and it's got the France on here, and it's got the United Kingdom, and it's got planes, and it says the world and travel the way you wish to go. I mean, it's just enjoy your journey. Take breaks from your busy life. Relax, enjoy, and rest.
Be easier if you read that right side up, right?
Your body and soul. I was trying to.
Okay.
It will bring you peace and this spice of life. So, I mean, it's, I want to travel the world. You go to every country, every city, take pictures, and be happy. So, beautiful sentiment, beautiful bag, as always. The inside of the bag is blue, like world fabric.
It's like the United Nations
Yeah.
type. That's what I thought of whenever she opened it up.
And part of that he included this month is a Garon Toten Bags needle minder. This is their new needle minders. I'll try and put it up here so you can see it. It is a wooden needle minder. It has their logo on them, and it's beautiful. And I'll be using that for sure. So that was attached to his card with another magnet in the back for the card inside. And I'm also part of his monthly grind guard of the month for both the 11 by 11 and the 8 by 8. So new thing he does. And by the way, Ronnie, I love that you do this because it makes my life so much easier. He puts a tag
of the size.
The size, and it says Garon tote bags on the back of it. And this, they're wide, and this is one, and this matches the inside fabric. This is my 8 by 8. And then he also included the 11 by 11, and the 11 by 11 is the same as the outside fabric. So it coordinates. And Samantha says, what happens when you don't have enough?
What happens when you have not too many? What happens whenever you run out of Q snaps to cover?
When I run out of Q snaps to cover, and I said, well, then I guess I need to go find some more Q snaps. Because I do leave projects on Q snaps. I don't take them off unless they're going to be off, unless I'm not going to work on them for a really long time, like they're going into work prison. Will I take them off? Because usually I just leave them on the Q snaps, then they're ready to go. I will loosen them if I'm not working on it and just turn them into just so it's not as taut. On the Q snap, I do kind of loosen them up a little bit, but I don't take them off on and off the Q snap. It's too big of a risk to put some holes in it, stretching things. I don't do it. So that's my preference.
And she has a head.
And I'm always looking for Q snaps that are relative. I just watch if I can find one on sale. I'm usually trying to grab a Q snap because I have 3 stitchers now. And I've been talking at work and found out some other people used to stitch and they don't anymore. So I'm trying to incite some interest at work to get people to maybe join me for a stitching night after work some night at our local Panera. So,
ooh.
The other thing or item that they included, Gary and Ronnie included, is it's You I Like pattern. And this is a free pattern, so I'm okay with showing it. But it's You I Like. And it is a spirit of friendship. Chart is a collaboration between Diana. It is Kismet Stitchers, and I'm probably not saying that right. And Michelle Bendy Stitchy. So the idea is that Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, Fred Rogers. I remember his songs. I'm from Western Pennsylvania. We have a Fred Rogers Neighborhood in Pittsburgh. Well known, obviously, to all of us, but. He used to sing songs about being a neighbor and you be you, and it's okay, and he likes you.
He inspired children.
Yeah, you do not have to look or act a certain way. People can love you just the way you are. So, hopefully they like us just the way we are, because I've always said, I am who I am. You are who you are.
Take it as it is.
Take it as it is. You know what? We can all be friends, or, if you don't like what I say, that's okay. You can move on. Same thing with our videos. If we're too long, it's okay. You can scroll on. But I think so far the feedback's been people like our videos, and we certainly come through with the haul. We got to slow the haul down, though.
Yeah.
I am also a member of Punch Needle. That's the last of the bags. But I'm the member of the Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher magazine. And I just got my magazine.
Ooh, that's cool.
This is oh my goodness, my brain went. This is the fall issue, 2019 fall
You really had
issue.
to think of that. There's
I did. And there was one in here I have to show because Twisted Stitcher is in here. She's with Creative Twist, Vonna Piper with Twisted Stitcher. But there was one in here that I have to show our friend. Hopefully I can find it real quick. I wanted to tag it. This is the Twin Peaks primitive.
Oh, I saw that on the back.
Yeah, that's the Twin Peak primitive free pattern. Or not free pattern, but pattern that's in the magazine. I think it's the first time they've been debuted in here. They're also, oh, shoot, I hope I can find it really quickly. And it is for Memory, my friend Memory.
Ooh.
You got to see this. This is a punch, but it's a sunflower moon, and it is a punch pattern.
Punch needle pattern.
Punch needle pattern, and it is designed by Michelle Palmer of Michelle Palmer Art. But check that out. Look at that sunflower and an owl. Memory, it's for you. That's calling to you. As soon as I saw that, I went, oh, Memory has to see that. I have to show Memory. She must see it. And they do a shop feature, and this is doing this magazine this month is featuring Cecilia samplers. And there's a picture here.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, and it talks all about the shop, and you got some pictures in here of the shop. And I'm just going real quickly. So that it's high quality magazine. It's not crappy cheap paper that's going to tear on you. It's got some weight to it. So it was and it is a mix between primitive cross stitch and punch needle art, but it definitely is a magazine. If you have not subscribed, I would certainly encourage you to do so. And if you go on their website, you can even pick up old issues. So if there's other issues that you would like to have, you can select which ones you would like to have as well. So the last bit of haul, I promise, we're almost done. Last bit of haul I picked up was some buttons, and I got these on sale, and I think they were at my local Walmart. They were on sale, but I have, this one is Who's Scared? It's got owls and brooms. This one has pumpkins and candy corn, some spider webs. Yeah, there's some ghosts. And the whole idea I thought of was because the price was right. But if you remember, I did the candy corn brooms that said my broom runs on candy corn. And so that's what caught my attention, is they have these candy corn buttons. So I'm going to try and see if I can incorporate the little buttons or even the little brooms here into that piece when I do my finishing.
You hear the boys whining.
I hear the little socially anxious, separation anxiety. The little doggies are outside the door whining, saying, "Let me in. I want to be part of it." And I also got this pumpkin patch fall inspirations, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's got a little scarecrow, some pumpkins, a watering can. I don't know, a little sign. I just thought it's fall. The price was right. I would get it, and if nothing else, it might be a needle minder. I might make it into a needle minder or use it to be an embellishment on some finishes. So that's all of haul. That was a lot of haul.
Is that all of haul?
That is all of haul.
I'm gonna have to add something hey, skip to this time.
Yeah.
For the end of haul. I was
that was a lot of haul. Okay, so don't expect that amount of haul all the time. It was just, what?
It was built up over time.
This was built up over time, and definitely, if you're going to pay to ship something, you might as well get all the things that catch your eye. So plans. That's the last thing we have. We're going to make it very quickly. My plans are, first of all, oh no, I'm not done with haul.
Are you serious?
I'm not done.
What
Okay.
else do you have that is not
This is haul and a tip. It's coming to you from Jen Lee and Quirks and Stitches.
Oh my gosh, it's those things. Okay.
Oh my gosh, it's those things.
I forgot about those.
So I gotta tell you, I count stitches, and I try to do it. I highlight my work copy, and I write my stitches down, and I got all these books. I got the travel books, and it works if the book is with you, but I stitch other places in my house. I stitch outside. I take things with me. I forget my book at home. I forgot to write this down or that down. I was watching Jen Lee and Quirks and Stitches. She got notebooks.
Oh, I thought that was the other thing.
Notebooks. She found these on Amazon, and she got a box.
Of 50.
I got a box. Look. No, I got a box. You can see.
Is it even heavy?
I got a box of notebooks. there's 50 notebooks. They come to be like 90 cents a piece or something.
Okay.
They, quality paper. It is quality. They're narrow. I don't know.
They're portable.
Portable.
It's a hand and a half. Well, not even. It's like a hand and a.
That's how big it is. Okay.
Knuckle.
So what I do with them is I put them in my active projects, one to each project, and I just use it. And then when I'm done with the project, I have tape, washi tape from when I scrapbooked, and I actually run like a piece of tape across, so I know that now I'm free to put this in a new project, so that it can be used multifunctional. This is my one from Shores of Hawker and Hollow. I can show you how I do it. And I started with like start date, finish date. I tried to put some basic information in. And then I had the Headmistress Challenge. I've put 4,000 stitches on this so far for my Headmistress Challenge. Every 2,000 stitches, I post a picture to our Facebook group so I can earn points for my house. So on this line here, I'm trying to add up to get to my next 2,000 point. Then I'll take a picture. Down here is I had to do the 500 stitches. Remember, Shores of Hawker and Hollow. It was 500 stitches on that whip this week. So each day I have the date. I have the number of stitches that I did on that day. And then when it totaled up to 500, I marked that that's what I used it for my Magical Stitches homework. So I know that I've used them. You can use things in multiple projects. There's 24-hour cross stitch also does an acoustic each month. In September is about to start, and it is shorter days. They are also doing a 24-hour cross stitch challenge October 4th. The weekend of October 4th will be the next challenge that they'll be doing for the 24 hours of cross stitch. But you can, I know that a lot of people are on the Daily 30. There's a lot of different challenge groups out there and SALs and things, and because some of them I wished I had jumped on board, but I also know you can only do so much. So, so that's what I have been doing with these. These are like, can you hear that? That's like, it's not cheap. It's not, I mean, it's cheap, but it's not cheap. It's well made for, it's under $1. I think it was, I got 50, how many was in that box? 50 of them, and I think for $45 or something like that. So it's less than $1 a piece. My stress level went down because now I pull out my book, I set it beside me on the project I'm working on, I write my stitches when I'm done, I put the book back in my project bag. So it definitely is worth it for me. Okay, sorry, I'm
shuffling that between your hands.
Sorry for shuffling. Okay, so my plans, Magical Stitches homework. I need to do.
Finally over?
Haul is done.
Okay.
And we're running out of time, and I feel like I'm babbling, so I'm moving on. I definitely am going to be working on, tonight I'm doing Halloween Quaker, get my 200 stitches on that because that's one of my 5 whips. I will be doing Seize the Day. I need to do 200 stitches on that, and I also need to do 200 stitches on the anniversary.
Yeah.
So I can get the extra credit for my house. So I'm going to be working on that this weekend when we go see my daughter, and I'm going to be organizing patterns. Samantha and I are going to do a video on, really a brief video on how we store our floss, and that'll be coming up soon.
At some point.
Probably in the next week. And I think that's it. Do you have anything?
I mean, my plans are to study for school and pass my tests, but besides that, stitching-wise, probably, hopefully get a good, decent amount of stitches in my stitch. And if not, I'll probably work on my Haid, because, it's a big chunk of leaf right now.
Okay. All right. This ran longer than we were expecting.
But I mean, we've been gone for a week and a half, so.
But we're so glad if you stuck it through with us this long and looked at all of our haul and did all of the things and watched all of this video, give us a thumbs up. Take time to subscribe. Click on the bell so you know when our next video is going to come out. YouTube's share us with your friends. Weird. There's a lot of Flosstubers out there. I know we can't watch them all, but you know what? If you like what you're seeing, share it with your friends. Share it in your groups. So that people will come and find us. It's hard to find all the new Flosstubers that are out there, and we're new enough that this is only our 9th episode, so it's easy to get caught up with us really quickly. And we're trying to improve every video we do. We're trying to improve in our quality and trying to improve in what we're putting out for you as well. So,
Yeah.
So again, thank you everyone for staying. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for visiting with us. And our folks in Florida, God bless you. We'll be saying prayers for you. Stay safe. Put the stitchy stuff in a safe spot and get yourselves to a safe spot. And have a great, happy, stitchy week. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.